Alright guys, there's the money maker. That's the big one. Big skipjack head going down. Got that on the Carolina rig. I'll be suspend fishing tonight. I'm anchored down on the tip of this point. 50 feet of water. But I'm going to have my baits down directly under the kayak. I'll have them up 2 or 3 feet off the bottom there. They'll just be dangling there, just waiting for any big fish that may come through. I'm going to start out with 2 pieces of skipjack. I'll have the head piece there, of course, on that rod. I'm going to have a body section on this front rod going here. And then on this back rod here, I'm going to have a white bass head. And I may switch out as the night goes on and just put more white bass, just depending on what's getting hit. Got to let the fish tell you night to night what they want. There's that big skipjack body section. But I want to start out at least with 2 skipjack body sections, and if the white bass is getting hit, then as the night goes on, we'll switch it out. They were, last trip out, all I had was white bass. But they were all over it. I caught several good fish, including, again, what I think is probably my biggest blue cat ever. And a nice flathead too. So it's October 24th when I'm filming this video here. About 8:30 p.m. right now. I'm going to fish till, I don't know, 12, 1, 2 o'clock tonight. I don't intend on moving either. I'm going to stay right here on this point and just wait on fish to come through. There he goes. There he goes, fish on. Ooh, no, that's going to pull some drag. That's going to pull some drag. Look at that go, man. Look at that. I wonder if that ain't a striper or something. I know this front rod, the way I've got that light set up there, and this front rod's black, so when I'm looking into the light, I can't see my rod tip. And I felt that rod get hit, 'cause you feel everything in the kayak. And I flipped that light on and I couldn't see my rod tip, and then it picked up and the thing just shot off. There's an airplane over right in the middle of the commentary, of course. He's kind of going where he wants to go here, and he's going back toward my anchor rope. Oh, I don't want him going that direction. Definitely got this other line over here, but that I can deal with. Don't want him getting in the anchor rope. Man. This fish is strong. I don't know how big he is, but when he surges, he goes. Oh yeah. Another good blue. Another good blue. He's going to do laps around the other line there. That'll be a fun mess. But it's worth it. Look at that. Another good fish, man. All right. Let's bring him in. Great way to start out tonight right here. Great way to start out tonight. Pliers here and get that hook out. That is a fat fish, man. I thought it was a striper the way he hit it when he first bolted. He does not want to open that mouth up either for me. I mean, he hit it so hard, or took off with it so hard when I picked up on that rod. I thought for sure it was a striper. Camera mount spun around there. Let's hold that fish up. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. That's a great way to start the night out. Let's throw him on this board. All right, y'all, there he is. He is over 40 inches. That is a trophy size blue cat in most states. Here in Tennessee, to get you one of them certificates, it'll take you 34-inch fish and $5. I don't participate in that. I'd go broke if I turned in every 34-inch fish, but I think most states it's around 40 inches. to qualify, and this one was over that. So great fish, man. I'm gonna let him go. We'll turn him into a 45-inch fish someday. There he goes. Well, that made the skipjack body section, so I'm gonna put another one on there after I untangled these two lines. All right, another skipjack body section going down. Got action here, y'all. Got action there. I thought I felt the kayak moving. Yeah, this one is this one's on that white bass head right here. All my fish in that last video where I was tearing them up. Best trip I've had in months. In that last video, all of them fish came on that white bass, so I might need a second rod with white bass on it tonight. That's a flathead right there. There's a flatty. Well, y'all, first flathead of the night on the white bass. There he is. He's a pretty thing. I think all these flatheads are pretty. I know I'm alone. A lot of people think they're ugly, but to each their own, I guess. There's another white bass head going down. That other bait was still looking pretty good, but I've got a surplus tonight, so I'm gonna be switching out these baits just about every time. This one got hit. It's swimming. That line's swimming. Pick up and be ready for him right now. There he is. Look at that. Look at that drag strip. Look at that drag strip. That's on that big head. That one just thumped it. I felt a thump. And then nothing, and by the time I got that light flipped on, I could see my line just swimming. I've been sitting here an hour, y'all, nothing going on. And then this one come along. That's a flat. Oh, that's a blue. That's a nice blue too. That's another good one. Oh, quit that. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it. We're coming in whether you want to or not now. I need you to calm down once we're in the kayak. We gotta act like we're indoors now. Can't be getting crazy once we're in here. Keep all that nonsense outside of it. Alright. Let's hold him up. Look at that thing. That's another solid fish. Another solid fish, worth the wait. Alright, well, I got this board sitting here. Fish is about 36 inches. Another good one. Another 36 incher. Alright. Adios. Do it again somebody. He out of here. Look right there. Look right there. That just went down. That rod just went down while I was drying my hands off. I ain't even got that other bait down there yet. Look at that and pull. Heck yeah, man. I was saying on that last fish, I've been sitting here an hour with nothing going on. Now we got some more active fish moving up on this point. You know, this style of fishing, somebody asked me the other day, is this something I'd recommend for, you know, new people starting out? And truth is, I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're brand new to catfishing. Just simply for the fact, if you're not good at reading maps and understanding fish behavior and where they're going to be, having your baits here just directly down under the kayak in one spot, if you're off, you're not where you need to be, you ain't going to catch nothing. Or you're going to get a very limited fish. And so, you know, if you're brand new to the sport, I'd recommend drifting. Dragging, trolling, just covering as much water as you can and learning where your fish at. That'll allow you to not only cover a lot of water and learn the body of water that you're fishing on, but it'll also put a lot of fish in your kayak or boat or whatever you're fishing out of, just because you're going to be covering so much water. You're going to put your baits in front of some active fish. Golly, he is pulling, man. He is pulling. But once you get good and start to learn, you know, fish behavior and get good at reading your lake map, this right here, this method, anchoring down on a spot like this, putting your time into it, that'll put you some quality fish in there. Let's see what this one is. Is that another blue? Can't tell yet. Yep, it is. That's another blue. That is another one. Oh man, that's awesome. You know what I want to do right fast, y'all, before we land this one? I'm going to set him back here a second. Set that back. And I'm going to drop this other bait down here right quick. Yep. The hook's still good on there. Because if we've got these fish moving through, 2 in a row come through like that, they're probably not alone. I'd say they got some friends with them. If they're wanting them head pieces, that's what I'm going to give them. We'll get that thing back down there. And we'll pick this one back up. Oh, come on in there. Come on in. Yeah, I know. I've fished this spot now 2 videos in a row. But don't be shocked if I come back and hit it a 3rd time too. When the fishing's good in an area, you gotta just keep going back and just pound them. Just keep wearing them out. Because these fish, these blues, they move all the time. So you get on them in an area, take advantage, because they may not be there long. Oh yeah, look at that. That thing's thick for his size. That's a heavy fish. Man, I love it. It's fun to get it. I got this place to myself again out here at night. You know, we're in the fall now, and after dark, there ain't nobody on the water. I got this whole river to myself. All right. Like I said, we got this board here. Let's just throw him on it. I can get him to put his tail right. You know, that one is another one that's over 36, just barely over 36 inches. But I think this one weighs significantly more than the last 36 incher, because this thing is much heavier. That's a thick fish. Well, let's let him go. Go get big, buddy. Get on. Well, hopefully we'll hook into some more like that, y'all. I'm gonna drop that white bass head back down and do it again. There we go. There's another. Hopefully that light lasts. Right after I got done talking to the camera, after that last fish, my light went out. The battery's dead. But I've undid my fish finder and run that battery, that camera light into it. So hopefully we're going to get some more footage tonight. That's another blue. I think that's the smallest of the night, and that's still a decent fish. The old thing got me all soaking wet. It's always the smaller ones that get you soaking wet. The big ones won't do that to you. But these little ones, they ain't got no respect for their elders. Get that hook out. Detonate that white bass head. Well, I think that's probably the smallest blue of the night. That little flathead we got earlier there was the smallest fish of the night, but I think for as far as blues goes, that's the smallest, and that's a dang good fish to be the smallest one of the night. Let's let him go. There's that one. I'm gonna put a small white bass head on that. And I'm going to switch out these other two baits too. I'm going to put a new skipjack head on this one, and we'll put that white bass body section on that front rod. There's that head. The skipjack I got was good size. I'm getting some bigger ones when I'm getting on them. I ain't getting on many. I ain't getting on them often. But the ones I have gotten recently have all been pretty good quality. Got one on right here. Yeah, I do. That's on that white bass body section that I just dropped down a few minutes ago. Just had a feeling I needed to put on white bass body section. Now, that big blue I got in the last video, it ate a body section of white bass. I just historically, you know, I got so much confidence in the head pieces. It's hard for me when I got a surplus of bait like I do tonight. It's hard for me not to have head pieces on every rod. But I always like to have variety, because you just never know. That's a small blue. They're getting smaller, y'all. We started out big and we're working our way down. Yeah, I believe that's the smallest blue so far. We're going in the wrong direction. We need some more. Oh, it got me right in the face with that water. We need some more big fish to move through though. Them little ones like that just get me soaking wet.